What's up, everyone? This is your boy Big Norm, and I am back with another DC Universe Online video. This video, we're going to be covering the DPS loadout for the power of Atomic. Now, before we begin, I will say this. My loadout that I have is not the end all to be all for DPS Atomic loadouts. This is a loadout that I have been using for some time that works well for me, and that's why I use it. Now, if you have another loadout that is better than mine, that cranks out more power than mine, that deals more damage than mine, then please drop me a comment in the comment section below of this video and tell me what it is. I want to try it out, but I'm just showing you, sharing with you the loadout that I use. So particularly for those who are new to Atomic Power, you may have switched from something else, never used Atomic Power. Those who have used it, left the game and came back after some time, and you're trying to get reacquainted with Atomic Power, this is just a video to help you out, okay? Now, I'm not going to go over artifacts because I don't use this character very much, and I still don't have the artifacts needed for this character. I'm just going to go over loadout and stat points. Okay, I don't use character a lot. I only have 129 skill points, but for DPS, I use superpower because I want all my damage to come from my superpower and not my weapon. He is a atomic martial artist. Okay, so I max out my critical attack chance. I maxed out my critical attack damage. I have might and power, the rest remaining might and power, and once I'm finish that out, I'm going to go straight to health. Okay, so let's get into it. My loadout that I'm using: neutron bomb, electron flare, irradiate, Geiger blast, nuclear burst, and my supercharge is going to be energized. Now you can switch out your supercharge if you want to. I normally don't use a supercharge, but it does come in handy at times. So let's go. Now what I'm going to do, this loadout requires some clipping, very little clipping, but just a little bit of clipping to get the rotation effective the way you want it. Now, what you want to ultimately do is get your quark aura. You see that where it says the second neutron explosion will refresh your quark blown aura if it's already active. What you want to do is get that active, get that pop as soon as possible. Okay, so I can do it three ways. I can do neutron bomb, which I can clip into electron flare, which will activate the aura. I can use nuclear burst, which I can clip and take it back to electron flare, which will activate my quark aura, which is what I want. Okay, now I can use irradiate, and I use these two particularly because both of them take dazed enemies take additional damage. So irradiate, I'll blast my target with harmful radiation, damage them over time. Dazed enemies make them vulnerable to dazing effects. Okay, so with Geiger blast, dazed enemies take additional damage. So the irradiate is going to daze them. The Geiger blast is going to give them additional damage because of their daze. And like I said, you have your two clips: neutron bomb, nuclear burst. Okay, so let's get to it. To fly. Alright. That was the first loadout. Nuclear bomb. I'm going to go nuclear bomb. I'm going to show you the old way. This is the long way. What some people, when they first started, you can do this if you want, if you feel comfortable doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just believe in getting the aura a lot faster. You can clip this once, nuclear burst, clip that twice, clip that once, go back to neutron bomb, clip it, and you'll get your aura. And I'll show you what I mean. You can do either one in either order, doesn't matter. You can start with the first one and go with the second one, or start with the second one and go with the first one. So I'll go here, and boom, I have my aura. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally don't like it. It takes a little bit longer than I prefer, so I wait for my aura to cool down and disappear, and I'll show you one or two ways that I would do it. I would do it either this way, flip on the third one, go over to layer and get my aura. That saves me a lot more time getting my aura up. Okay, I'll wait for that to cool down again, and I'll go to, was that nuclear burst? Y'all bear with my nuclear burst. So it doesn't really matter which one you use, whether you use neutron bomb or nuclear burst. Just clip it, and then before you hit your third move, you go to electron flare. That will activate your aura, your quark aura. Okay, so my rotation will look like this. But nevertheless, that's the rotation. I can use the first two distance. Long distance. That will be perfect for your aura because you're already in your rotation. This is just a DPS roll, so you want to make sure that your skill points are slotted in your critical attack chance, critical attack damage, max out if you are a might based loadout. Make sure your might skill points are maxed out, might and power. And I'll probably go to, I will say health. I want as much health as I want. And once again, my loadout, you go into neutron bomb. If you're doing long distance, you can do neutron bomb, between neutron bomb and nuclear burst. But if you're a little bit close up, you want to use irradiate, which will make them vulnerable to dazing effects because it dazes them. And then Geiger Blast will give them additional damage because you use your irradiate. So neutron bomb for long distance, nuclear burst for long distance. Either one, you hit your electron flare number you're clipping to activate your aura. Now I hope I've explained this as plain as possible. I don't want to confuse anyone, but if you have any comments whatsoever, just hit me up on my page, drop a line, tell me what you think.